Everyone's dead.
Oh, super dead. Super dead. So Big, Squitch, and Jesse.
So fucked.
So fucked. Super dead. So everyone in Sector 7 just died. And as Emperor Nero, playing violin in his tower, watching Rome burn, we have to again reinforce just how cartoonishly evil President Shinra is.
You can tell by the fact that he has a mustache.
That is evil. Okay.
Alright.
So we're back in Sector 6.
Which has taken some damage. Like, honestly, I think if Sector 7 fell down, at least parts of Sector 6 and 8 should be fucked as well.
Absolutely.
But I guess not. Marlene!
Yeah. Now is the time to care about his abandoned daughter that he normally doesn't give a shit about because he's out killing people.
Oh no! I lost, like, 3/5 of my, What?
What's up with you and 3/5 when you're talking about Denzel?
That's the first time I mentioned that. I think I said something to that
in Bioshock?
In Bioshock.
Yeah.
But I wasn't even referring to that. It's literally 3 out of 5 of his terrorist group is 3/5.
Yeah, okay. Unless you count Marlene as an honorary member.
Okay.
And I guess Cloud is a member now as well.
Is he?
Well, who knows? Who knows at this point?
Alright, he lost 3/7. Or 3 6.5.
Well, as far as he knows, he lost 4 of them.
Yeah, but that's just because, like, he was apparently not listening about...
Yeah. And through this entire, like, panic attack he just had, this anguish and despair over his daughter being dead...
He just shoots...
Well, what I was going to say is Honkers is just standing there saying nothing.
Yeah.
Now, like, once he's all cried out... Now it's time to tell him, oh, by the way, she's not dead.
What do you mean?
He's like, what? Oh my god, why didn't you tell me? Yeah, right before they took Mary Sue, she said, don't worry, she's alright. She was probably talking about Marlene.
Yeah, like, who else would she be referring to?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, but Big, Squitch, and Jesse, though, they're fucked. All 3 of them were in the pillar. They're super dead. Yeah.
We fought together. We were useless, but we did do this.
Yeah, I don't want to think of them as dead. Well, tough shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't worry, he's soon gonna forget about them because in Denzel's mind, all of his friends are expendable in the name of saving the planet.
By killing it one piece at a time.
Oh yeah, one person at a time. Were you saying it was Avalanche's fault? Well,
yes.
to an extent.
Yeah.
That ain't it. Hell no. It ain't us. It's the damn Shinra. It's never been nobody but the Shinra.
Well, I disagree. I think it is also Avalanche's fault.
Yeah. You're kind of terrorists. Innocent people died when you blew up those reactors.
Yep.
Yeah. They are going to kill the planet if we don't stop them. Like, sure, that's actually true. They are going to kill the planet if we don't stop them.
But that doesn't make being terrorists okay.
And he's like, what? You don't believe me? And he's like, I'm not sure that what we're doing is okay.
Yeah, this game has a weird take on morality. Where, like, some people are just... You're told that some people are bad and some people are good, and you just have to believe that no matter what they actually do.
Well, that's a kind of recurring theme in Final Fantasy games. If you look at it like Final Fantasy VIII, they're basically child soldiers since they're teenagers in that game, and they're mercenaries. They're just a mercenary army belonging to no country who just takes missions from the highest bidder. So that's not particularly moral when you look at it. Final Fantasy IX, the main character is a thief. That's what he is. He's a thief who's belonged to a gang of con men.
I've never played these games, but the point Final Fantasy VII kind of tells you, like, these are the good guys, and these are the bad guys. And the fact that the terrible actions of the good guys don't change anything about the game telling you that these are the good guys.
There is, there's a difference in scale, obviously. Like, oh yeah, let's just mention this a bit first, that Cloud remembers something he's heard before. This line. He remembers the line, "In my veins courses the blood of the ancients. I am one of the rightful heirs to this planet." He's heard someone say that before, and that's why he reacted to all the talk about ancients. Which is why he needs to know what ancients are, because this line of dialogue is significant to him. We don't know yet who said that, but we are going to find out.
Sephiroth.
He said that. So that's the second time I think we've heard the name Sephiroth. The first time was President Shinra when we were blowing up the Sector 5 reactor, where he said he didn't remember Cloud's name. And he said, I can't be expected to remember the name of everyone who isn't soldier, blah, 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 unless you become another Sephiroth. So this is the second time we've heard that name. So obviously Cloud has interacted with him in the past because he remembers something that Sephiroth said to him. More on that later. But yeah, as I was going to say, there is obviously a difference in scale when it comes to the atrocities committed.
But
like
that
Shinra Corporation is evil.
That doesn't excuse the things that these people do. Like, they're bad people.
Well, Denzel is a bad person.
He is a terrible person. He is a violent terrorist, a horrible father who leaves his little child in charge of a slum bar, and he talks about violence in front of her all the time, and sometimes commits it in front of her. And his first reaction to any problem is just shoot something or someone.
Yeah. Let's see.
And on a meta scale, there's the fact that his character's portrayal is just horribly racist.
Yeah, and that comes down to this is a Japanese game from the 90s, and they're gonna be a bit racist and a bit sexist.
Oh yeah.
But you could still argue that their heart is in the right place. I mean, they are fighting to save the planet. I mean, that is true. And you can obviously tell that the area around Midgar is not doing well. I'm gonna purchase some more
just
material.
because what are you saying that eco-terrorists are better than religious ones? Because you actually understand wanting to save the planet. I don't think the motivation counts.
Let's see.
Intent doesn't excuse terrible actions.
Restore all fire lightning. Lightning, fire, ice. Lightning, ice, cover. So we're gonna swap that fire. No, she has ice, fire, lightning. Lightning, ice, fire, lightning, fire. Oh, so he can't have the ice material right now. He's gonna be able to soon.
Alright.
I just want everyone to have an ice, a fire, and a lightning. I just remembered something that I was going to say before, but I forgot. You commented on the fact that you like the music in the game.
Yeah.
The music is actually worse in the PC version than it is in the original PlayStation version. Because for some reason, in the PC remaster, they changed the music format to MIDI files.
Okay.
Which they aren't in the original, so it's actually sounds better on the PlayStation 1.
So the PlayStation has like actual instruments, or
no? It's just I think it's just
I can listen to it on YouTube or something, and
I'll show you. It's not a you can't tell all that well, but okay. there is some difference in sound quality. So here's Mary Sue's mother, who is going to give us a big old exposition dump that's going to reveal a kind of huge plot point.
Okay.
Yeah. Time to hear some exposition. Yeah, the Shinra have her.
The weird backstory.
Yeah, they took her from here. They were here? Why is Shinra after Mary Sue? She's an ancient, the sole survivor. She's very special. Mary Sue is special. But aren't you her mother, if she's the sole survivor?
You know, it's kind of a weird question, because...
yeah, we don't know that it's a genetic thing at this point.
And even if it is, it could be the father. It's like, who says it has to be the mother?
Yeah, okay, but anyway. Not a real mother. Must have been 15 years ago. During the war, my husband was sent to the front, some faraway place called Wutai. We're gonna visit Wutai later in the game.
Ah, okay.
One day I went to the station because I got a letter saying he was coming home on leave. So we got the character models for Biggs and Wedge, but it can't be them because this was 15 years ago. And they would have been like small children. But okay. Sure. Can't expect us to make that many character models.
Yeah. And this one again.
Yeah. Also coming home on leave from the war.
Yep.
And this guy, also coming home on leave from the war. Yeah, it's a bit cute. But, no husband. I like how all the sort of like motherly characters wear aprons, even when walking around out on town.
Is that a Japanese thing?
No, I think that's just them not wanting to make a second character model for her.
Ah.
My husband
wearing
never came
aprons
back.
in general, I mean.
My husband never came back. I wonder if something happened to him. No, I'm sure his leave was just cancelled. I went to the station every day. Then, one day. Look, it's a dying woman and a little kid. Sure.
And the train station attendant is standing there like...
Not
my problem.
Not my job.
It's just war. This is just normal.
Yeah, you used to see this sort of thing a lot during the war.
Which is weird because this is not the front.
No, Midgard's on a different continent.
Yeah.
Wutai is like 2 continents away. Our last words were, please take Mary Sue somewhere safe. My husband never came back. I had no child. I was lonely. So I decided to take her home with me. Like you do.
Yeah, just abduct a kid.
Mary Sue and I became close very quickly. That child loved to talk. She used to talk to me about everything. She's so special.
Yeah.
A special child. She told me how she escaped from some kind of research laboratory and that her mother had already returned to the planet. So she wasn't lonely. Many other things. Yeah, what are you talking about? Returned to the planet. I didn't know what she meant. I asked if she meant a star in the sky, but she said it was this planet. She was a mysterious child in many ways, and so very special. A special child. See, she's so special, she gets multiple character models, even as a little kid. Please don't cry. Mary Sue just blurted that out all of a sudden, when I asked her if something happened. Someone dear to you has just died. His spirit was coming to see you, but he's already returned to the planet.
Which is super weird, because
Then
on our first attempt to play this, I just assumed he died a lot sooner. I'm like, why didn't he send word that his leave was cancelled right
Yeah,
now?
I know. So obviously he didn't die way back then.
No.
And he didn't tell her what happened either. So my guess is he just, fucked off.
Yeah. He actually, found where the camp followers, the hookers had set up, and was just like, this is way more convenient and cheaper than a train ride to my wife.
Yeah, and then as a ghost, he tried to come back for one last ghostly booty call, but sorry, he got sucked back into the live stream before he could get here.
Alright.
Yeah, several days later we received a notice saying my husband died.
Of syphilis.
And that was it. A lot had happened, but we were happy until one day...
I found out he had given me syphilis
Until
before.
one day a giant plot hole walked through the door.
Yes.
Look at this. We want you to return Mary Sue to us. We've been searching for her for a long time.
No!
Never! So... Yeah, Mary Sue, has anyone ever told you that you are special? You are very special.
Has anyone ever told you that if you keep telling that to a child, they're gonna grow up with issues?
Your blood is special. It does not have syphilis. We kind of need that right now. No. Yeah, your real mother was an ancient. That moment, I found out she was an ancient. A very special ancient. The ancients will lead us to a special land of supreme special happiness. Mary Sue, the specialist of all the specials, will be able to bring happiness to all those in the slums.
It's kind of weird that everyone just, seems to think that if they say, your mother was an ancient, that's like something special, instead of assuming like just, a geriatric mother. It's like, you had your first kid at age 42? That's where my mind goes, but okay.
Mary Sue, your mother was very old, so crotchety and old. And that makes you special. Surely you hear voices sometimes when you're all alone. Like people with syphilis do.
That's late stage syphilis, I guess.
So, but here's the thing. The Turks have known for the entire time where she is. Right? They found her when she was like 7 or something. They've known for 10 years that she has lived in this house. And yet they're talking about how they've been searching for her for all of this time, and like, I finally found her. I can finally report this to President Shinra.
Well, it's a lot like, when you're holding an item, say your phone, and then the doorbell rings, or like the kitchen catches fire, and you're like, I know. I am going to put this in a place where I'm going to remember exactly where I put it, and then you spend the next day looking for your phone because you stashed it so well that you can't find it yourself. Maybe that's what happened to them.
Look at this line from Fart Gas right here, okay? It's amazing how she's avoided the Shinra for all these years. We literally 1 second ago saw a scene where they know where she lives. They have known where she lives this entire time.
Amazing!
It's so amazing.
It is actually kind of amazing, just not in the way they think it is.
The Shinra need her, so I guess they wouldn't harm her. But they could just come and take her. They wanted to experiment on her for so long, they can just come and take her. Yeah, why now? She brought a little girl here with her. Seng found them on their way here. She probably wasn't fast enough to get away. So is it just that they needed her to come voluntarily? That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. They're gonna do scientific experiments on her. Why does it matter to them if she's there voluntarily or not?
And we're actually gonna see later that they don't really have a lot of regard for her consent in these scientific experiments.
Absolutely not. No. Yeah, we're gonna comment on that shit again because that's
so weird.
And I didn't make that connection when I played the game as a little kid. I didn't understand what I was seeing, but looking at it as an adult, it's like that's really fucked up.
Yeah, that was super weird.
Yeah. Thank you, Elmira. Thank you for saying this. What we're all thinking. You're her father. How in the fucking world could you ever leave a child alone like that?
Yep. Word.
Yeah. But I'm always thinking about her. When I'm out killing people, I'm always thinking about my daughter. I want to be with my daughter, but
Darling, I dedicated this headshot to you.
I want to be with her, but I gotta fight. I gotta kill. Because if I don't, like, the voices in my head just don't stop. I just gotta kill.
Kill?
So I'm gonna keep on killing, but inside I'm always thinking of her. I'm always thinking of my daughter as I'm out killing.
Yeah. That's completely normal.
See, I'm going in circles now.
Might as well just go back to thinking about killing.
Yeah. Go and check on her. Sure. We're just gonna... Gotta make it before you... Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're right that I'm just gonna go and leave you alone again.
Absolutely.
Immediately.
It's gonna take like 1 minute and then it's like, hey...
Enough of this.
Enough of this. Time to go back killing again. Marlene, who? Who's that?
Who?
Yeah, you're gonna go help Mary Sue? The Shinra aren't involved. I ain't staying here because that's all I'm about. I'm coming too. Guess what? Mary Sue asked me lots of questions. Like what kind of person Fartgas is. I bet she likes you, Fartgas.
See, that's what I was referring to earlier.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
Even when we don't actually get to see what they're talking about, all they're talking about is Fartgas.
Fartgas.
And it's all Marlene talks about as well. Ugh.
Yeah, don't worry though. At least in terms of like Tifa, she is going to honkers. She is going to grow as a character.
Okay, that's good. Because I want to slap her a lot.
Yeah. So, time to leave. You're gonna go save her, right? Because it'd be kind of fucked up if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going right into Shinra headquarters. Yeah, push yourself to the limit. You do that. If I stayed here, I'd go crazy. Like honkers, that's not an option. This is not your house. You can't just stay here. Sorry, but I'm gonna leave my daughter again. I've never met you before, and I've only had 1 5-minute conversation with you. But can you take care of my daughter?
She has a habit of just randomly picking up kids and taking care of them.
Like, he has no reason to just leave her daughter with a complete stranger. Like, okay, sure, everyone he knows is dead. There is that. And he doesn't really have anywhere to go.
You do what most parents do and like take care of his own kid.
Oh yeah, stay with your kid. Yeah. So how do we go up? There are no trains that go up there anymore, which is also a very weird line. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But let's go.
Is there like a train elevator, or how does that work?
Yeah. So yeah, let's go to Wall Market.
Oh yeah, that weird section.
Climbing up.
Wait, don't you have to get like the batteries first?
No, they're in Wall Market.
Oh.
So we're just gonna have to fight one Hell House. And I think both Denzel and Honkers are very close to getting their next limit breaker.
Hey, you have all of these Final Fantasy remixes, right?
Yeah.
Are there ones for that song as well?
Oh yeah.
I have to look for that then.
We're talking about Overclock Remix, which is a web page that it's just a collection of people doing remixes of video game music, and a lot of it is quite cool. We're using one of those songs for the intro to these Final Fantasy episodes. I asked the guy who made the song if it was cool with him to use it, and he said, sure, go ahead. So I feel good about that for that reason. One more. Alright, this is probably a good spot to get in some more limit breakers. It's a pretty good chance I'm going to be able to blast one off with both Honkers and Denzel. Can't wait until we get some more materia and just get some more options in combat. Especially when you get sort of access to some new spells and items that give you like haste and just time bars that load up quicker. Because a lot of Final Fantasy games have that issue, like these early games, 7, 8, 9, where the combat feels a bit slow in the early game. Final Fantasy 9 is probably the worst offender when it comes to that.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's just because you're experienced at it in the early game. It's just about learning all of these things. Because, like, I'm not the one playing, but I would be so confused about so many of the mechanics still if I were.
And
I think just throwing too many options at someone immediately makes it harder to pick that up.
Yeah, and the mechanics change between every Final Fantasy game as well, so they won't even stay the same.
So
you have to relearn the game for Final Fantasy 8.
So I actually think that from a game design perspective, that's probably good and on purpose. It's just you played it so much that you wish you had all these things.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see. I think here's where you buy the mithril armlets. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. 2 of those, which allows me. Are they just? Ah, they're just linked. I thought they might have another materia slot, but they don't. I was hoping I was going to be able to equip some more materia. Anyway, going up. You're going to need batteries. What do you mean you're going to need batteries? He's like, you'll find out when you get there. How do you know that?
Yeah, you don't look like you're that good or used to climbing things.
Yeah, but okay, I'll buy your batteries, and you actually have to. You actually have to. And here is a little kid telling us where to go.
Sorry.
And here's some more nonsensical dialogue. Yep, everyone climbed up this wire. This wire wasn't here before, so this must have like come down here as the plate collapsed. It leads to the upper world. We'll climb the wire. Yeah. You know what that looks like?
Just a normal wire.
Well, to me it looks like a golden shiny wire of hope.
That's just more of the syphilis talking.
That is the syphilis talking. That was a bad analogy, I agree.
Yeah. Well, it was... Yeah. It wasn't actually an analogy, semantically speaking, but okay.
No.
It's just a description, I guess.
Possibly a superlative. Who knows? Dad told me it's the Shinra's doing. It's probably the Shinra's doing.
The game can't decide if it wants them to be called Shinra or the Shinra.
Maybe if I put a battery in here, the propeller might work. Guess I'll just have to believe the shopkeeper. How would he know? He has tested this out and just was waiting for someone who wanted to climb up the plate so he could sell them some batteries.
The point is, if someone had tested this out before, then it would already be propellant. Unless, of course, every time someone goes up there, the shopkeeper just scrambles up there and takes the battery out again to sell it to the next idiot who needs to go up.
That's what I would do. That's just good business, you know?
Right.
Up. And up. And up. There we go.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, this is a little annoying section. But there is one more thing to do first, and that is to climb up a bit more.
But wasn't it just an ether or something?
Yeah, but why not?
Alright.
Just plug in the last battery. I did buy 3 after all. I'm impressed you remembered what that was. I wouldn't have remembered that.
I have a weird and selective memory.